this off. It says we're live. Let's see if we are ready to rock and roll here. And there we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm James.
I am Zach.
And I'm Bojangles.
I am Zach.
Zach is a robot.
This is a very serious show tonight.
No, it's not.
It is definitely not.
It's not. So we thought about it earlier in the week, and there's a few things going on. But the first thing was we really didn't have a show idea for today.
No.
So we went back to our roots, and we chose beer tonight to talk about.
This is the normal hangout.
This is the inspirational hangout. This is the first table.
This is the first table,
It is the first
and
table.
The Barrel Buddies 1.0.
the Last Supper, so to speak. Here
The
we
first-
could reenact
the
the
first
Last
sipper.
Supper.
What's the first sipper?
You could do the we have.
Can
the
I be the missing
glasses.
hand?
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
we
I want
could
to
totally
be the
reenact
missing hand.
The
Oh,
Last
this will be
Supper
good.
here. We've lost half our viewers. So treat out of Anaheim, California. What do we have? What do we have here, gents?
The brewery. But it's the Brewery Black Tuesday box.
Which just released, and we're unboxing it and trying it for you tonight. This is a big deal.
When did they drop this? About, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I want to say
week
that.
ago. A
Jump
week ago,
really
yeah.
quick. Jumping in the chat. Top Feed Cocoa is having a nice IPA. Cheers.
Oh, very nice.
There you go,
Cheers.
Coca.
Once we pour, we will toast and cheers you. But for right now, we gotta explain what we're drinking. We don't have any IPAs. We pre-gamed some great IPAs.
We did.
Shout out to Mason Ale Works
That's right.
out in SoCal. We had some
So
Beachcomber
good.
Hazy
Oh.
Tropical IPA.
One of my faves.
Super
one of
good,
my
super
faves.
tasty. So we were on the IPA bandwagon, but we stepped it up and brought out the heavyweights tonight.
This
So
is a big deal.
these are
Black
some barrel-aged stouts. So I'm gonna really kind of.
Give us the history of the Black Tuesday.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that I know like bits and
'Cause
pieces.
I'm gonna start
So
pouring. Start talking.
so apparently the Black Tuesday at the brewery is like their infamous barrel aged imperial stout. It rings in anywhere from 18 to 20-ish%. It's a
Okay.
heavyweight. And they release it on a yearly basis. It comes out in the fall time. Actually, I think it comes out in the next week or so. Hit up at the brewery, thebrewery.com, I believe. And
Brewery.com.
brewery is spelled BRUERY.
For the family Rue.
For the family Rue. Last name is Rue of the family.
We do, Top Feed Cocoa. Top Feed Cocoa says, you guys make alcoholism so highbrow.
Yes.
Pinkies
Thank
up.
you.
Pinkies up tonight. Pinkies up.
Absolutely.
Pinkies up.
Hello.
So, anyway, Black Tuesday, 2010, 2011, 2012, they started brewing this. The first stout they made, they didn't barrel age it. They made this stout and they're like, this tastes awful. What are we going to do?
Wait.
So Patrick Rue, the head brewer and owner, decided to, at the time, just throw it in a bourbon barrel.
What was the nickname of the beer? You remember that?
I have no idea.
They called it the beer from hell.
The beer from
It
hell.
was undrinkable. So that's
Undrinkable.
That's why they threw it in the barrel.
And at the time, they were still a pretty small brewery. I mean, having to throw away a whole batch poured
big
down the
deal.
drain could destroy their business.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he decided, hey, let's throw it in some bourbon barrels that they had, some ex-bourbon barrels, and they let it sit for a year. And
Now it's magical. Now it's one of the most magical things you can ever
yeah.
drink.
you know, they've kind of like, I would say their popularity kind of went up for a really, really long time, and then it kind of went down. But now I think it's back on the uptrend because they've been, I don't know, I'd say the past 2 years, killer beers.
Just blowing it up.
Past 2 years, they're really blowing it up. So
I'm
anyway,
actually looking forward to the Great American Beer Fest, which is this weekend. They were doing the awards.
yes.
Sad there's no actual fest this year, but I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing what happens and what the results are. We'll bring that on the show, I think, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
So
let's-
we
wanna get into
have,
this?
yeah, a little bit here. So really quick. So they've decided, they started this last year, but they released it at Fest. So they take that Black Tuesday as their base, right? It's their base Imperial Stout. And then they turn it into a variant. So they add something to it. They either barrel it, age it longer, they add some fruit, they add some whatever, and turn it into some crazy
Beer.
variant and crazy beer.
Yeah.
So last year, for Black Tuesday, they called it the 10th anniversary. They released 4 variants of some amazing Black Tuesday variants. One was the Spicy Island, which was a jalapeno pineapple, which sounds kind of weird, but it wasn't. Samoa, which is obviously after the Girl Scout cookie Samoa. Fantastic.
So
They did
Blueberry pancake.
blueberry pancake,
The best.
Oh!
which basically it's an IHOP in a glass.
Yep.
Is the best way to describe it.
Yeah,
It's
it just smells of blueberry. Like the whole room
Blueberry
smells like
and
blueberry.
maple.
So
Ugh,
little
so good.
little asterisks on all this conversation. These imperial stouts come in about 20%, 18 to 20%.
Big deal.
Knock your socks off. You
Yep.
have 1 or 2.
That's why they're in such small bottles.
Nice little
375.
375s. There we go.
Yeah.
So and then they did what was it, a pistachio and vanilla? Was
Yeah.
Pistachio and vanilla? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah,
the
that
fourth
was-
yeah,
one.
that was the 4th one. Anyway, today we have the next year's iteration, the
my God.
4-year
Listen to
variants. This is
This
brand
is the first
new.
one we're gonna pour.
Why don't you guys describe what we're about to pour and drink here?
So this is a Black Tuesday variant.
What's it called?
It's called Love at Midnight.
Yeah, it's not focusing, Zach. You have to pull it back a little
But
bit.
Love at Midnight
That's good.
is it's supposed to be representative.
Blackout Tuesday, exact. Top Feed Cocos is Blackout
Got it.
Tuesday,
Got it.
exactly.
It's supposed to be reminiscent of a warm night and a pina colada.
Interesting.
I like
So-
warm nights and pina coladas.
So I'm going to tell you, when you poured it, I could smell it. It
Yeah.
smelled.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. So cheers, gents. Let's
great,
get into this.
Great coconut. So let's talk about. We're not scoring tonight. We're not going to tell you a whole lot. We're going to tell you all about this box. We're going to say whether we liked it or not, but we're not doing normal Barrel Buddies.
Well, you know what? We'll rank them at the end, 1 through 4.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What's our top? What's our not so top?
Oh, wow. I want to call it almost a sour stout. The tang.
So I think comparing it to last year's Spicy Island, the pineapple isn't as strong, isn't as pronounced as it was last year.
As
What
a
do you think,
flavor,
Zach?
yeah.
Try one more time. It smells like pina colada, like all over the place,
Yeah.
but the taste is different.
I'm getting a lot of coconut though.
Tons of
A
coconut.
lot of coconut.
But it's the feeling of like a tangy, acidic feeling in the back of the mouth.
So tons of coconut. It reminds me of some of the other brewery beers that have coconut involved, but this is, I think it's amazing. I
So
like it.
one thing to tell our friends out there, when you drink a stout, especially some heavy hitter 18 to 20-ish percenter,
Yeah.
you don't want to drink it straight out of the fridge. It's kind of like wine, like a red wine you're supposed to put in a fridge for,
Yep.
if you have it in your fridge or wine fridge or whatever, you pull it out, you leave it to get kind of ambient temperature for 30 minutes, let it come up to that like 55 to 65
Yeah.
temp range is kind of where you want to drink this, in my opinion. Some people drink this out of the fridge at like 45 to 50
It's
degrees,
a tragedy.
and you're just going to get muted flavors. You're really
Yeah.
not going to get anything. You're just going to get pretty much the base. And I think as these beers warm up, you're getting a lot more complexity. You're getting a lot more, I guess, I want to say taste, but it's like just different flavors. You get a lot going on.
Yeah, people make fun of, in the United Kingdom and Great Britain, they're drinking their beers at room temperature. No, not really. I mean, they're drinking their barrel aged at room temperature, but it has to be that because, again, just like we've talked about with whiskey, it's moving in, it's moving out. And to your point, making it cold is going to mute those flavors. We talk about that when we add ice and stuff.
Yeah, but
You
even
don't
with that
want
being said,
40 degrees is a tragedy.
yeah, but even it's like say you're in England and they're pouring some cask for you out of
Yeah.
from their basement.
Yeah.
like the pole cast.
Yeah, like
This
the
isn't
pool
like
cask.
CO2. This is
it's
like-
a hand pump.
crank.
Mhm.
That's coming in. That's probably like 60,
Yeah,
50. That's
probably
55,
right.
60
But
degrees.
it's not like freezing. It's not the 32
yeah,
degree
it's
bar.
not a
frozen
Bud
wine.
Light, Taste of the Rockies,
Right.
Coors or whatever, where it's like ice in your glass.
I mean, that one's meant to be drank so
think,
very, very cold. 'Cause I
There's a
don't think-
reason behind
Yeah, I
that.
don't think you want to drink that warm.
Absolutely not.
But yeah, like in England, it's coming out around 50 degrees ish.
Cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still cold. It's not like drinking a warm beer and like you have to fight through it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, as this warms up, as this opens up, air gets into it.
I'm gonna jump right in. This is kind of lackluster to me.
Okay.
Like I
I like.
appreciate the pineapple and coconut. I thought the Spicy Island last year was better if I had to compare it.
Yeah.
Nothing's blowing me away here. Nothing's like, what the? Like, nothing is.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, we've all sat here and drank hundreds of barrel-aged stouts, but, you know, I don't know. This one's really wowing me. Maybe you guys have different opinions.
But when you're doing that comparison, you're comparing it to the other Black Tuesdays variants from
Yes.
last year, right?
Yes.
And so it's not like you're saying that this is a bad beer. It's still an amazing
Oh,
beer.
no, don't get me wrong. It's a great beer.
But yeah, it's just comparing to what you had before.
So funny. So in the chat, Top Feed Coco says Mai Tai beer. Let me tell you something. So
is a Mai Tai.
we have a local beer group, Beer Zombies. Shout out to Beer Zombies out there. Beer Zombies and Skinny Fats. Skinny Fats is a restaurant out here in Vegas. Well, they've got a couple. Beer
Local.
Zombies, local beer group, beer brewer. He does everything. They have a collaboration coming out. I want to say the week of the 20th, so next weekend. It's a
With one of our East Coast favorites, right?
imprint out of Pennsylvania, I believe, right?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
out of PA. It's,
PA.
I can't remember it.
I don't know exactly where.
Heart Broke. It starts with an H.
But Imprint Brewing did a collaboration out here with Beer Zombies. It is a tiki-inspired smoothie.
I can't believe this.
Smoogie!
Yeah.
It's
doing-
Smoogie!
It's Smoogie.
So if you know
It's a smoothie.
Imprint beers out there, this tiki-inspired
Oh,
cocktail,
man.
it
It's kinda
was...
gross.
Is this the one that... This is
This is the one with
vest, right?
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's the one with the rum
yes.
soaked oranges.
I love
are in
it.
it.
Oh, I was a fan.
And it's got this tropical...
Everything they did.
You just keep going back to it over and over again.
Yeah.
Everything they did.
Okay. Do you remember Mounds of Coconut?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Is this... It's reminiscent of that, but with Black Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I chalk
agree.
it up to be. I mean, it's an amazing beer, but comparing this to Pancake, Pancake gets...
Top Feed Coco
one of the
says you guys should tour West Coast Micros when the the virus is over. Well, we can still tour it now. There's some that are open, and any of our friends out there, if you're near a local brewery, go hit it up. Go grab a beer.
Help them out.
Throw them some money. Get them. Get these people back in business. There's been some unfortunate circumstances this year, and let's make light of it. And if we can support local businesses, I say let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Because let's stop supporting these big box places and
Plus, you're getting a better
ABM.
product, and I'm going to just shout out really quick to our buddies at Able Baker.
Oh,
Oh yeah, great shout out, Able Baker Brewing here in Las
in
Vegas.
Vegas. They just released Coconut Kiloton, which was
Barrel aged coconut kiloton.
it was stupid. It was so good. I can't wait to go back and get another.
Try
Fantastic.
it. I haven't had it
Yeah,
yet.
so good. We're gonna have to make a special trip.
Like we
But
went
it
there,
was
like
very good.
they had like a half an hour wait when we were there. Super popular.
Yeah, and this was we probably tried to grab a beer from them last Friday, and it was almost impossible.
Yeah. Plus, they have to be like 50% occupancy and follow all the.
Yeah,
the rules.
they have this weird kind of beer fest seating with these long picnic tables. So you got to work
I think that's
around
cool.
that.
I like
It's
that.
Not, it's not cool when you can only seat like 6 people at a table.
I don't like sitting side by side like that. I don't
No.
know. Maybe it's just me. Like I like a floor top.
Listen, that's a European thing. Europeans and Asians can sit in a little restaurant with a twofer table next to a twofer, and you can basically turn and kiss the other person next to you. Us in the U.S., Jesus, baby Jesus, 6.8 pound baby Jesus.
Wow!
For all of you that know out there,
Fluffer?
yeah,
This is the fluffer nutter.
most of us in the U.S. here want our privacy. You get your private tables. Jeez,
Yeah, I
this
think people
smells
like their
ridiculous.
space. I don't know.
All right, why don't you explain what you're pouring here and kind of go through it here?
Okay, I thought the next logical move was to go to the Liberty Stout Witch, which is an imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels with marshmallows, Tahitian vanilla beans, peanut flour, and salt. It's basically a fluffer nutter sandwich.
Wow.
God, it smells
Amazing.
so
And
good.
the nose is ridiculous.
I'm getting. So for our friends out there, this is like marshmallow. Like this is.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
Dude, the sound of
these
the
are
crystal.
the crystal here. All right, cheers, gents. Let's get in this.
Liberty Stout Witch, I think, is going to be a winner. Cheers to you.
Cheers, friends.
Cheers
I
to
hope
you.
you're all drinking out there with us tonight. You
And
know?
don't forget to take the nose, guys. Even with beer.
Yeah, even with beer, and I say, the same rule that we have the same rule that we have with whiskey. Keep it to the 3-sip rule. Don't make judgment. Don't pass judgment on the first sip.
Oh my god!
Don't pass judgment.
Oh my god!
See, these guys obviously hate it on the first sip.
Holy god!
Yeah, I could drink that again.
All right, if you like belching beaver, peanut, whatever they make, just find this.
Really
it's
quick,
like the
in the chat, Top Feed Coco says, "Can you guys introduce yourselves? I forgot your names again." Zach, why don't you kick us off?
I am Zach.
Again, that's like
a robot.
I am Zach.
You're either a robot or you're the most stoic warrior the world has ever seen.
I am Zach.
I am Zach. This beer tastes good.
Very good. Thank you. I am BJ, aka Bojangles.
There you go. And I'm James.
Hello,
Cheers.
James.
Cheers out there. Cheers.
Cheers and
I don't have any weird,
you
witty
had this
comments
yet?
to my name. No, I just tasted it. It's magical.
Oh my goodness.
So for any of our friends out there that drink the brewery beers from Anaheim, I get a lot of, and Zach and BJ both might remember this one, PB and Thursday, or PB
PB and J Thursday.
PB&J
PB, no,
Okay.
it's PB and Jelly Thursday.
Both, actually.
It's very good.
Don't eat this with, don't eat a fucking wasabi nori
my-
cracker.
I'm getting the peanut butter in there.
Oh,
Get
so much
nuts.
that peanut flour.
The fluffer nutter, yeah. Like I don't.
It's like Jif peanut butter. It's like fresh ground peanut butter.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
eat, when you had a choice between the wasabi nori cracker and peanuts, you went with the wasabi nori cracker.
I was cleansing my palate.
With wasabi.
I was saying I'm really going to change up the flavor here by going way in the other direction, so I can come back to it with a fresh
Yeah,
palate.
eat a peanut, and then take a drink
Yep.
or
Oh my
sniff.
goodness.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, big winner here, guys. Big winner on the Liberty Stoutwich.
Wow.
It makes Love at Midnight
It feels
really
like-
not feel like anything.
Yeah, I'm seriously eating a sandwich.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
so good.
Wow.
Biscuity
Super
flavor of the
fluffer
malt.
nutter. Yeah.
You got the sweetness of a marshmallow, but it's not overly sweet. It's not like a pastry
Oh,
stout.
that's perfect
Just
with
sweet.
the peanuts.
Dude,
Oh,
with the peanuts, it's perfect.
man,
And then the peanut is insane.
100%. 3 thumbs up.
Woo. I kind of already think this is my number one, but
Could be.
It might be.
yeah.
I mean, once. So
Yeah.
wait, out of the old box, which one did we have first? Was it blueberry pancake?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then that just set the bar way too high.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like blueberry pancake blew all the other ones out of the water. But don't get me wrong,
Very classy, actually.
very classy.
Very
You take what
Very
was
classy.
the comment? You take drinking to a higher brow. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that though. That was a
Coffee
good.
Cocoa. We're gonna have to talk.
Yeah, that might
We're gonna
be.
have to DM or something. so
We
can
make
chat.
alcoholism so highbrow.
I feel like we need to have the
That's
Barrel
even
Buddies
better.
logo that says "Making alcoholism highbrow."
Highbrow. We
Seriously.
can put that around our logo
Oh,
on,
it'd be
on a
great.
polo.
But we gotta talk. We gotta. chat
I think
that out
I think
now.
that's a slogan. I like that.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be a slogan. You
I
might have
like that.
created our slogan. We're gonna have to chat.
You're like
Oh my gosh.
3 guys drinking, taking alcoholism. To a
So yeah,
higher
any people that are watching the show and having a cocktail with us, or a beer or a whiskey, please throw it in the chat. Tell us
Yeah.
what you guys are drinking.
Yeah, let us know what you're drinking.
Yeah.
See if we've had it before.
I'm gonna remind you. This is a 19.1%.
Jesus.
This is 19.1%.
Woo!
Wow.
That's a big
That's a
deal.
beer.
That's a beer, not a barley wine, not a wheat wine.
All right, so let me read the little story
That is
on the back here,
Imperial
right?
Stout.
All right. Liberty Stout Witch was first brewed for our anniversary celebration in 2014 and quickly became a festival favorite. Inspired by a fluffernutter, this Imperial Stout was aged in bourbon barrels with marshmallows, Tahitian vanilla beans, peanut flour, and salt, resulting in a gooey and brashly decadent treat. They keep putting these we have these Japanese nori crackers. So it's a wasabi
It's really good.
seaweed nori cracker.
Hot. Very hot.
It's not that hot.
Excuse me. And
It's not that hot.
no, but you don't eat some seaweed cracker with a peanut butter stout.
You don't. Maybe I do.
I was trying to trip you
All
up.
right.
You're like, oh look, a peanut. Oh
right,
no,
hurry
it's a
up.
nori.
So Shelly in the chat says, "Hey guys, what
Shelley.
what category would you use to score beer like you do bourbon?"
Similar.
Yeah, I mean, I would
I'd have to tweak it a little bit.
tweak it a little bit, but I still like the categories of nose aroma, taste.
You gotta add
And
mouthfeel.
value.
You gotta add mouthfeel.
Value is probably the one I would pull out because honestly, I think beer across the board is fairly reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I would probably turn value into maybe accessibility slash, like, can I get it
Right.
easily?
Yeah,
Is it an everyday beer? Does it come out once a year?
Yeah,
Does it
yeah.
come out once every 2 years, 5 years, whatever? Because some beers are really hard to get a hold of, especially what we're going to be drinking soon after
Seriously,
these.
dude. The Black
We've
Tuesday
got to
box.
drink more water here, guys.
Yes, we
Black,
do.
water.
Black
Hydrate.
Tuesday
We gotta
box,
hydrate.
once a year.
Shout out to our friends in Italy,
The Pana.
Aquapana. Even though you are not a sponsor,
You should be.
you could be a
You
sponsor.
could be a sponsor.
Just send
of
us,
the Barrel Buddies.
and all you have to do is send us cases of this water. It's like drinking silk.
It's so good.
Oh yeah.
We really do like the finer things in life. We're drinking Aquapana water, and we're like,
Yeah.
that's the water. We're drinking Black Tuesday. We're drinking hard to get whiskeys.
Yeah.
Jesus, who do we think we are?
Why not enjoy your life?
We're
You
the
know?
Barrel Buddies, and you should really subscribe and like to our channel.
If you enjoy life the way that we enjoy life, subscribe.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna
Oh,
get started.
and also hit the bell and the little.
So just an FYI, the chat's a little delayed for us. So if I don't get to your messages, give me a few minutes. We will get to them. Top Feed Coco says, "I just moved out of California, but I found a 22-ounce Pyramid Outburst, 8.5%. What was it? Because I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Like
Pyramid
what style of
Outburst.
beer? And yeah, if you
Tell us
maybe
all about it.
tell us about it.
Isn't pyramid?
That's-
Hefeweizen, no?
That's-
I think it is
yeah,
a half.
Yeah.
Oh, Pyramid. Yeah, of course. I don't know about Outburst, but they're out of Seattle,
Oh,
Pacific Northwest.
Pacific Northwest. Shout out to. Here's the thing: Pacific Northwest started the scene years ago.
Agreed.
Everything was like microbreweries.
Rock bottom.
Back when nano breweries were what they were called 5 to 10 years ago, they were making these little, out of people's garages up in the Pacific Northwest, and then it trickled throughout the United States. So shout out to the Pacific Northwest, and I'm sure people will fight me on that comment, but no.
Actually, Colorado kind of did the same thing. There's
Yeah.
quite a
You
few
guys have the
in northern
Beer
Colorado.
Fest,
Yep.
the GABF.
Oh, you have
Great American Beer
GABF.
Fest, yeah.
So you have
So
a
really
lot of
quick,
stuff coming.
that is a IPA.
IPA.
So Pyramid.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yes.
Pyramid. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah,
I thought
delish.
Hefeweizen.
We thought it was a Heffy, but that's not.
Dude, their apricot hef is fabulous. It's so good. Hands down, one of the best. If you like hef. Although here in Nevada, we do have a great Northern Nevada brewery. It is called Silver Peak. What do you mean?
Wait.
Sorry, I'm
I
thinking
think
about
I saw the.
Great Basin Brewery. Great Basin, and they do a great hef called Wheeler Peak Wheat. It's very good.
Wheeler Peak Wheat.
Ah,
Wheeler
Wheeler.
Peak.
Whale Whores. Wheeler.
Horse.
Wheeler
And shout out to some of our other northern Nevada breweries like
Wheat Dog.
no, who does Reno's Revision.
Revision.
Revision is putting Reno on the
What do you
map.
get?
Yeah, Revision. I would like to do let's get a GoPro. Let's do some live shows and take a trip up to Reno.
I love it.
And then we can go back to our whiskey roots and we can go to Frey Ranch. Shout out to our
Yeah.
friends at Frey Ranch
right.
Distillery.
Congratulations on the gold medal this year, guys.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
All right, so for our whiskey friends that are watching right now, Frey Ranch, Frey, Frey Ranch. It's tough to get a hold of. Probably if you're on the East Coast. I know we have some friends with us in the East Coast and Midwest.
Hey, East Coasters,
Chat with us. We can talk
box
some
it up.
trade action because I'm going to tell you right now, I can go down to my Costco and still get batch 1.
the gold medal
Yeah.
winning.
We can
back
we can
one.
get the gold medal winner right now. So let's talk trade. We can find some stuff.
and for a very reasonable price.
Yeah.
very reasonable.
No, we can talk trade. So if you're part of our whiskey crew, if you're part of that segment of our audience, hit us up. We'll talk Frey Ranch. But back to the beer.
I don't like this.
All right.
I can tell you right now, the nose on this has got.
Hold on, Zach. Explain what it is before we start shitting on it.
We call this "You Want a Piece of Me."
Okay.
Piece
All right.
like a pie.
Yeah, you want a piece of me.
So what is it?
So it's inspired by a maple pecan pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sounds delightful.
So,
sounds really good. So what is it? What's the description?
So the Black Tuesday was crafted to stand the test of time, to evolve.
Keep going. Keep going.
You Want a Piece of Me was inspired by maple pecan pie and was revealed as a Black Tuesday party exclusive in 2015.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
5 years ago. Yeah.
All right.
So we may have had this at one point in time. I don't know.
Well, Zach and I have been to many parties down at the brewery. So
So this Imperial Stout was aged in bourbon barrels with maple syrup. Oh, and maple syrup barrels with pecans.
hold on. Bourbon barrels and aged in maple syrup barrels.
So it looks like it was double barreled.
Wow.
This is gonna be sticky.
Well, you're not getting any alcohol though out of it.
Right.
Maple
Yeah.
syrup
The
barrel.
maple syrup is just for the adjunct. So
Right.
That's the add-on.
But what else is in there?
Pecans.
And no
Tons of
any
pecans.
vanilla?
Let's see, maple syrup barrels with pecans and even more maple syrup.
Oh,
It's
okay.
maple syrup, maple syrup, maple syrup.
I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I can tell you, I hate the smell.
You don't like pecan
I
pie,
actually
do you?
think
I
that-
do. I love
So
it.
I think this smells really good. Just throwing this out
I'm
there.
not taking a good nose on this.
Let me get to a little bit of the chat.
Yeah.
Top Feed Coco says, my buddy owns a distillery in Southern Oregon.
Let's go.
Immortal Spirits. They survived the fire and every other building burned. Wow.
Very cool.
Immortal is
Hey.
a very apropos name.
That's a cool name.
To survive.
You guys want to go to
that.
Oregon?
We have
I
friends.
wanna go
We have
everywhere.
friends in Portland, so
Let's go.
we
Yeah.
could go up to Portland and hit up Portland.
weekend?
Yeah,
How close is it to Portland?
yeah. Top Feed Coco. How close is Portland to your area? So we definitely should do a Pacific Northwest trip. We have some friends in Portland, and we also have friends in somewhere in Washington.
Like Bellevue.
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 That's across the
okay.
bay from freaking Seattle.
I think
Seattle.
Yeah.
sometimes nuts smell weird.
Yeah, they smell metallic, right?
Yeah. So maybe that's why you're not liking that. Like
I
you're-
get, like,
All right, I haven't had this yet, so cheers, friends. Cheers again. Cheers.
All right. To
Zach.
You Want a Piece of Me. All right. Maple syrup and pecans.
I will say this much, Top Feed Coco, your sales tax on alcohol is absurd. I do know that you guys and you all unfortunately get murdered on your alcohol. I think it's almost 50% or
In Oregon?
30%.
No, I'll go
All
for
of
my
Pacific
third taste.
Northwest.
Really?
I thought their alcohol tax is outlandish. It's really bad.
Oh, why is
And,
that?
and Top Feed, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought it was maybe 20 to 50% tax percentage. I don't know what it is, but it's really bad.
Okay.
Hold on, let's talk back
You know
to
what
the
else
beer.
is really bad?
This beer is what
This
you're going to
beer.
say? I think.
I don't like it.
Okay. And that's fair because I'm going to tell you what, we got three of us here, all have different tastes.
I don't like this at all. I'm gonna go in for my third sip, but I hate this. This is like gross to me. I hate this.
All right, well, I'm going to chime in immediately because I think this is fucking magical.
Yeah, I fucking hate this.
I'm gonna
I hate
take
it.
the
You
rest
have
of
it.
his.
I don't want.
I
that.
took his glass, and
I think that tastes awful.
I'm sorry I didn't share it with you, Zach, because I think Zach's going to like it too.
I don't like it.
I think this is great. I think this is really good.
so
This
the-
might be my number one.
So the
Oh my
so the
God.
pecan
Yeah.
and the maple, I don't taste it up front. It's kind of
It
like
takes a minute.
it lingers and it soaks into your tongue.
The back, like the aftertaste.
Oh,
Top Feed, I don't know. So I have a friend. Where's
What's he
Art?
say? What's
Hold
he
on,
say?
hold on. Where's Art? Where's Art? Art's in
Bellevue.
Art. We have a friend. Shout out to Art if you're watching.
Hello, Art.
Bellevue.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, he's in Bellevue, Washington.
Hello,
Yeah.
Art.
Whatever. So in Washington, I think he said that like 20 to 30% is their alcohol tax rate, and it's like he hits me up if he needs to buy a bottle because obviously in Vegas down here, our Nevada sales tax is what 8%. It's pretty low.
Why is it so expensive in Washington because of that?
They voted on it a couple years back, and they just have some stupid sales tax.
Wow.
But I also think that
I know why.
They don't have a 3-tier system, if I'm not mistaken. So
Oh.
you're able to buy directly from a distillery, and I may be completely wrong, but I think you can buy directly from a distillery in Washington.
Really?
Yeah. So we here in Las Vegas have to go through. It's a 3-tier system. So if we wanted, like, if the Barrel Buddies, us, decided to sell a barrel pick, like if we did a barrel pick that we would have to go through an alcohol store who is already set up with a distributor to where, so we would do the bargaining to some distillery in Kentucky. We would work out the pricing, but then it would have to get sent to a liquor store that we would have to work out a deal with in Vegas, which we can talk about this later. But then we're going to have to cut all these people in, right? So, like, obviously everybody wants to make money here, but they want a really good product. But the 3-tier system is a fucking joke. It's a joke. It's just a way for some third level to be forced to make money. And I know I'm rocking the boat with that statement, but I am very passionate about
going to be pissed at you
a
for
3-tier
this.
system.
I mean,
and that's fine. That's fine.
That's his
But-
livelihood you're talking about.
Who's at the door? Who's here? Someone just rang the doorbell.
To order food?
No, Zach, can you go check that out?
Yeah.
I don't know where Grace is. Maybe
They chase
she's...
him away or what?
No, but...
You're saying this in a way like you know.
No, I have no idea. We are kind of having a crazy show here, but I don't know who that is. So... And maybe it's just some, like, delivery guy or something. He's having a lot of trouble opening these
I'm
bottles,
not.
by the way. I don't know if
doing
you are. Oh, Amazon.
Did you get a
Hopefully
third-
it's a third Amazon studio.
I was just going to say, did you get a third studio?
Shut up. I'm going to talk about it. Just throw it on the table.
All right, I get a feeling this is your other Black Tuesday box. Is it not?
No, why are you giving me the fucking Amazon delivery?
We're
Get
gonna
out
unpack
of here.
We want to unpack the Amazon.
No, we don't want to unpack it on the
Oh, it's
show.
like that. eh?
They're like, what does James order
No,
on
they're not
Amazon?
selling dildos on fucking Amazon.
Is that a package?
Actually, no.
They
I think they do.
Are selling
I'm
dildos on
mistaken.
Amazon.
I'm mistaken. But listen, support local. We got Adam and Eve here in Vegas. Get a local store. Get your adult toys local.
That's right.
Yeah. Don't get some. Don't shop at some. Don't shop at some behemoth
Come on.
Amazon for your sex toy needs.
Right. James accidentally did that this time. So he decided, you know what?
Go see Bob down at his little shop, the shop we don't talk about, and support him, man.
Yeah.
This is the one that's in the
Woo.
Okay,
I
so-
remember when I had my first.
Yeah, I
beer.
bet you do.
All right. So you want a
hate
piece
that.
of me?
Yep.
Very, very syrupy, just fucking so deep.
For those that have watched our prior shows,
Yeah.
know that I'm Mr. Pastry Stout. You just take a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts and crumble them up and
Yeah.
throw them in a beer. That's what I want. Zach, what do you got?
It's
Give
a,
us-
it's a super heavy beer. Like so I love it. Like Black Tuesday by itself is pretty intense, pretty heavy. This even takes it even a step lower, just because of the maple syrup and then
Yeah.
there's a hint of pecan. The pecan doesn't all come through 100%, but I like it.
Let me chime in. You know, when you're making a pecan pie and you're making that like batter or like that, you
Brown
know, like
sugar
the
and
brown
corn
sugar and corn syrup and molasses and the roasted pecans, and you put that in the bowl and you just like taste. You get a spoon.
It's-
I would say you use your hand, but you get a spoon and you're like,
It's so heavy.
It's so
Super
heavy.
very heavy.
but that's it. This is it, and that's good. And I
I-
love that about it.
Glad you like it.
I love that
You
about
like
it.
that above what was the other one? Stoutwich?
Yes.
Really?
I think this tastes better than Stoutwich. I think that Stoutwich is too close to a PB and Thursday, and I think that upsets me a little because why make a beer that just matches something that you don't make anymore?
Well,
It doesn't stand out.
the PB and Jelly Thursday has that boysenberry, where this is fluffy marshmallow.
No. I'm talking about PB and Thursday not with jelly. The jelly's a variant.
Oh.
I'm talking about the PB and Thursday, which is already a day of the week beer. It's already a Black Tuesday variant with peanut flour and salt. And I think that this just has the marshmallow to try to add a little more mouthfeel to it. But
I'm looking forward to the Saturday beer.
the Saturday.
We don't have one yet.
Let's go to the chat here. Top feed, thanks for participating here.
Thank you.
Jeff Bezos showed up to gloat. Yeah, he really did, right? He really did. He really
Agreed.
did. Ever notice that Amazon's arrow is Bezos's ween? I wouldn't be surprised.
Wait, say that again?
But I'm such like a anti these big corporations, but they got such good deals.
How did
Why not?
How did the beer show turn into Amazon?
I know.
No,
because
it's
you
my
answered
fault.
the
It's my
door
fault.
and threw the package in the show.
I thought it was a package full of beer. It was a package full of dildos, though.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
We're over that.
So remember, this is an Ask Us Anything episode. So
Yeah,
please
any of
feel
our
free to
viewers,
keep
if you have a
asking
whiskey
questions.
question, a beer question,
No holds barred.
our knowledge is your knowledge. Like
Yeah.
whatever questions you have, I would say we have a combined 2 years of drinking.
Lies. Come on.
Well, no. Let's
That's
see.
a joke.
So
I'm
when-
just
when-
fun.
when
We've got a combined almost 50 years in the hospitality world in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
In and out of Las Vegas. I think that we've got a combined almost 60 years of drinking and making bad mistakes.
What-
Yeah, and
what
Zach,
kind?
just hold on. Zach and I, we've brewed many batches of beer.
That's
We've done
true.
home brewing.
That's true.
We know the brewing process. We know beers. We know the distilling process.
Need to do that again.
I have family.
Don't bother.
I have family going all the way back to the Prohibition that were arrested for making bathtub gin. Like
Why were they making gin?
Yeah.
Yeah, why did they make
So
whiskey?
they weren't making
Vodka.
gin. Actually, I'm gonna retract that. They were making cherry punch.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
They
That's right.
so in Toledo, Ohio, which is where a lot of my family is from. Shout out to my friends in Ohio that might be watching the show.
What up, Toledo?
Cherries are very abundant, especially in Michigan. Shout out to the Michiganders out there, especially Traverse City Distillery. I need a bottle of barrel-proof cherry from Traverse City Distillery, so hit us up if you have one.
And anybody
Not the
who's-
35%er, the barrel-proof version.
Anybody who's close to Hop and Frog, we need some Hop and Frog as well.
Hop and Frog out of Columbus, Ohio.
I love Hop and Frog.
We all love Hop and Frog.
I want that
Frog.
I want that double barrel pumpkin ale that they make.
I want that Royale Hoppin'.
Oh, Boris.
Whatever. The Boris
Royale.
Boris Royale.
Oh,
Shout out to Boris
delish.
Royale at Hop and Frog in Columbus, Ohio.
That's good. Clean that glass. Come on.
Guzzle it and clean it.
Because now we're moving on to the fourth and final beer. of the
This is
box.
the one that you were super excited about.
This is the beer
Zach,
I'm
we
most
got a guy in
excited
the chat that says, "Are you single?"
about. Oh.
Am I single? No, I am not.
Mm.
Boom. Happily.
You want to water that?
I did.
Wait, you said that was a guy in the chat that said I was single?
He just caught that now. Thank you, chat. Thank you, big guy.
Okay, wait a second. We have something to celebrate tonight.
Hold on a second. Top Feed says, I may have allegedly partook in West Coast Prohibition myself. Very good. Good answer.
what I'm talking
like
about.
that. Big guy says bummer, Zach. He says bummer.
Bummer. Yeah,
Sorry,
sorry.
Zach.
That's all right.
Sorry.
Hey, it was a good try. It was a good try, big guy.
Don't-
Good try.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
you,
still two more of us.
you can't knock it until you ask the question.
I think
Throw it
it's-
out there.
I think it's
Throw it
the
out there.
beer.
The worst they're going to say is no.
Maybe it's
That's
the beer.
my philosophy.
Like, I don't think it's
Beard.
like the bear beard or something.
It's the bear beard.
The bear beard.
No, dude, that bear
Oh.
beard gets him going. All right, so can we go over? I don't even want to smell it. Go over the description of what we're drinking next.
All right, so BJ was extremely,
Very excited.
very excited.
very
for
Thanks,
this.
big guy. Thanks.
So I'm going to give this to BJ. Explain what we are drinking, BJ.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
Read
I'm
the
so
story
excited.
and go through it here.
This is called Sweet Magnolias. It is 18.1%. And what this is, Sweet Magnolias was first conceived in a tiny batch treatment for our 2016 Black Tuesday party. This Imperial Stout was aged in bourbon barrels with bananas.
Ooh.
Madagascar vanilla beans.
Woo! Okay.
and vanilla wafer cookies.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, this is up my alley now.
Vanilla
Hold on.
banana.
And I wanna put that out there. When they say vanilla wafer cookies, what they
It's
really mean
vanilla wafers.
is
Vanilla.
vanilla wafers.
They probably got a fucking
Oh,
100-ton
dude,
vanilla
bag of
wafers.
vanilla
I know
wafers
we've had this before. Yes, we've had
Okay.
this.
at the anniversary
Yes,
party.
yes. Oh, okay.
Look at
I'm
this.
super excited now.
This is all made.
Yes, we've had.
Wait,
this
wait, wait!
before.
Bananas in here?
Yeah,
Bananas.
it's banana.
Guys.
It's banana-nilla.
This is stupid. You
We-
gotta smell this. Tell me you smell this. Tell
There's
me.
so much
hold on.
banana.
Tell me you smell this. It's like smelling a banana.
Yeah.
It's no beer.
No.
It's not
like-
beer.
No.
If you blindfolded me and
You
put
say-
it and say smell this,
You'd say.
I would say no. I would be like,
You have any
oh, that's a
bananas?
banana. Like that's a banana. You just
Yeah.
put in front of me.
It's big. It's real big. Okay, hold on. All too familiar flavors
We've had this before.
of Nana's homemade
Zach, we've had it before.
banana pudding.
Yeah, we've definitely had this before.
Banana pudding.
I remember this from.
Cheers,
From the
friends.
brewery
Cheers.
anniversary.
Cheers out there. Cheers and cheers in
to you.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm real excited about this. If you couldn't tell, I was giddy.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Felt like bananas Foster. Banana and vanilla.
No.
Banana and everything.
It is like banana cream pie. It's like
it's banana
bananas,
cream pie. Yeah.
whipped cream, vanilla wafer
Wow.
cookies.
Guys,
It's all
this is amazing.
Insane.
This is so good.
Oh,
Good thing to be. I'm glad that you were very excited about this one
Agreed.
because it ended up being. This is number one. for
this
me.
is obviously the number one.
easy.
I'm very excited that you were excited.
Oh,
And I'm glad we can all agree on
I
number
love
one
this.
because this is a
Hell yeah.
far, like, way number one. This is like
Big time.
This
across the
blows
finish
all three
line.
of them
Yeah.
out of the
Yeah.
water.
This,
yeah.
This is the. This is the.
This
blue,
one.
This is the blueberry pancake.
I agree. This is
This
the
is
blueberry
it.
pancake of the box.
Yep.
This is ridiculous.
Wow. Like, I'm just to like kind of explain because everyone just hears us saying wow.
And banana.
So it's a liquid banana vanilla wafer. I'm getting everything. I'm getting all
Yeah.
those flavors, guys. Like I'm getting, and ladies out there, I'm getting bananas. I'm getting the vanilla wafers. I'm getting the vanilla.
Yeah.
I'm getting the stout.
Yeah.
Like it's an alcoholic dessert, like
And it-
no other.
And it's
This
all-
is
and it-
ridiculous.
And it's all in the front of the tongue too. Like right.
Yeah, it hits you immediately.
Yeah.
like
You don't have to wait for it. You don't have to wait
I
for it.
could pour this for anybody. I can
Agreed.
I can give this to anybody that has never had a crazy 15 to 20% beer, and they would love this.
Agreed.
It is
No
and
heat to it
Some
either.
people want to know the name of it, so why don't you put the bottle up on the camera, please?
This is sweet magnolia.
So here's the problem, and I'm going to explain to a few folks
Ooh.
because that are joining late. Yeah, kind of get a little closer.
Can you
closer.
tilt it forward? Tilt the
Tilt
bottle
it forward.
Tilt the top forward.
Yeah, keep going. Keep
Keep
more
going.
forward.
We're getting a lot of shine off that bottle.
Yeah,
It's
we're
not
not. It's
good.
not focusing. So, guys, maybe you lift up the box and show people the box. Where's
we'll-
the card?
We'll see if we
Where's
can.
the
Oh yeah,
card?
where's the
Yeah.
card?
Yeah.
I left it on the
So,
counter.
so for our friends that have
It's up
joined
on the
us,
counter.
so for our friends that have joined us late, this is a special Black Tuesday Imperial Stout box from the brewery out of Anaheim, California.
Better?
No, that's perfect. That's in focus. Move it a little closer.
Tilt your
Keep going.
far side closer to the camera.
Keep going. Keep going. Closer.
Yep.
Closer.
Closer.
Go down a little bit. Keep going. Keep going
Another
closer.
one.
Keep going.
Another one.
Down.
Too
No,
much.
no, you. Oh, you fuck ass. You almost had it. Go.
Now
Pull
it
back
towards
just
you.
a little bit.
Pull it
Go
towards you a
down.
little bit.
Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down and pull it towards you a little bit. Your money. Go in a little bit. Towards the camera. No, serious. That wasn't. We were fucking around.
It wasn't
We were
fucking
trying to
with you.
like you almost had it to where our friends could fucking see what we were drinking.
Big guy, no, this is direct from the brewery. You have to go to their website.
Yeah.
Thebrewery.com.
No, the brewery, and it's spelled BRUERY.
Yeah.
.com. They're out of Anaheim,
Go
California. So if you're in Vegas,
Keep
you'll
going.
going to have to drive
Keep
down
going.
there.
Keep going.
Scroll. I was scrolling.
Scroll up.
Fuck you.
Number one.
Scrolling. Scrolling,
Two.
Zach. Keep going. Going a little bit further. Keep going.
It's true. It's true.
All right. Anyway, that was our attempt. Top Feet says Zach the fuck ass. He is the fuck ass. Sorry.
Hey, good job for being the fuck ass.
Top Feet also says 15% beer equals 30% wine.
Jesus.
Listen, let's talk about the prisoner, okay? Because we've had some prisoner nights
President.
of some. What is that? Like 18%.
That's a deep fucking. That's a Merlot, isn't it?
It's a lot of things.
Dude, it's a
Oh,
blend,
man.
but
Here's
I've
what I
had
wanna
like
get
a
into.
crazy
Yeah.
prisoner night.
So imagine all of those flavors that James had just talked about. The banana, the vanilla wafer, the whipped cream. It's all very there. It sounds really sweet. It's not. Because, again, we've got this Black Tuesday, this Imperial Stout, that just takes it to be very rich
And it lingers banana, though.
deep.
Like, deep.
and rich. I mean, when you, I'm sure you've heard people be like, "Oh, it's so rich, I can only take one bite." It's so complex. It's so big. It's so deep.
He loves rich, deep.
I do.
Very rich and deep.
I'm a beer digger.
Beer digger. Gold digger.
The,
Yeah. But yeah, the richness of the Imperial Stout really, it mellows and tones down everything.
yeah,
I'm
no,
a
this
fan.
is,
I really love this. This is the blueberry pancake.
It's
out of the
amazing.
box. Yep.
It tastes like banana bread almost. Like it's that richness of a hot, warm banana bread.
what was the name of this one again?
Sweet Magnolias.
Sweet man.
All right, Sweet Magnolias is the number one, hands down.
All right, are we ready to rate
Hands
these?
down, bar none. Let's rate them.
Zach, rate them 1 through 4. What was your favorite? What was your least favorite? What fell in the middle?
Where is the
Sweet Magnolias is up front. You left it up front.
I did leave it up. Whoop.
That was a good try.
Hang on, just a moment. Let's see.
But as I just learned in my class today, I'm supposed to tell you, you didn't deserve to win.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm
All
just
right.
being honest.
All right, this is how I rate.
Oh,
Sweet-
you put a fucking cap on this and you just... It's poured all over the fucking laptop.
So Sweet Magnolia, number 1. Liberty Stout Witch.
Hold
number
on,
2.
we may not be streaming live here.
We're
because I
live.
just spilled a bunch of water all over the laptop.
Stop. So what was your first one?
First one was Sweet Magnolia. No. Sweet
All right,
Magnolia.
which was
The banana Nilla wafer beer.
hands down.
Next one was Liberty Stout Witch. That's number 2.
Yeah.
That was the Fluffernutter.
Yeah.
Next one was You Want a Piece of Me? That was the pecan pie and maple syrup. And
You know
then
what? Fuck you for not rating that higher.
I like the Liberty Stout Witch better. to be honest.
Let him rate.
Love at Midnight, a distant fourth, to be honest with you.
Wow.
It reminded me of another beer from the brewery that it's kind of a meh beer, but I know what they were going for.
Okay.
But
Fair,
yeah,
fair.
so definitely Sweet Magnolias.
Agreed.
The best.
All right. Here's my rating.
Beach.
Sweet Magnolias, Liberty Stout Witch, Love at Midnight, and at a far off the table, You Want a Piece of Me. I'm sorry. This is a bust to me. To me, it's a
Fuck
bust.
off.
All right, your turn.
Where's the fourth bottle?
It's up front.
Can I have the bottle, please? All right. Give me the fucking bottle. All right, listen here. Sweet Magnolias.
Listen to me.
I'll tell you when
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I like.
You listen to me. I'm gonna tell you what's good, right? All right, listen. On all seriousness, no. Sober face.
Yeah, pull it together.
Pull it together, man. You fuck asses. All right, the Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon barrels with bananas, Madagascar vanilla beans, and Nilla wafers, was number 1. Big Lebowski. This is the rug. This is the number 1 amazing.
Pull it all together.
that ties the room together.
It ties the room together. It is so amazing. It is so good. If anybody from the brewery is out there and they're like, oh, we want to see how these nobodies rated our beer, dude, Sweet Magnolia.
Hey, Opie. Sweet Magnolia is
No,
good.
don't you dare bring up Opie in this
Hey, Patrick.
Forum.
Opie!
Patrick LaRue.
No, Patrick Rue, not LaRue, doesn't
Like
even
LaRue,
have any
Rowan?
affiliation. He took his money from that like buyout and disappeared to go open up
Patrick
some
Rue.
winery.
This was great. He was still around when this
No,
happened.
Patrick doesn't care because doesn't have any affiliation with the brewery anymore.
I disagree.
All right, back to topic.
The check.
Top feed sponsors? Question mark. I wish we have no sponsors.
That's not
So,
true.
hold on.
Liar. We have one.
Who?
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Castillo Funeral Homes.
Ah, they put the fun in funeral.
Where all men are cremated equal.
Ah,
Whoa.
so Castillo Funeral Home at I think it's thecastilloffuneralhome.com out of Toledo, Ohio.
We should really know our sponsors better.
It's okay. You know what? You probably had it right on the nose.
Let's call the owner of Castillo Funeral
Uncle
Home
Richard?
right now.
All right, we're going to call Uncle Richard. So there you have it, guys.
No.
That's the Black
I
Tuesday
didn't give
box.
my rating.
Obviously, this is number 1.
Hold on.
Piece of Me is number 2.
No.
Stout Witch is number
Stop.
3.
Stop. I just got FU'd button.
Woo!
You're live
Red button.
on the show,
Red button.
and it rang twice,
Hold on.
and he FU buttoned me.
Mostly because it's 9:45 where he is.
Which means he should be out at a bar drinking right now.
On a Thursday,
Yes.
He's a
Especially.
very tired person right now.
COVID is happening, so the funeral home is busy.
That's a joke. I didn't give
Sweet
my
Magnolias.
ratings. Can I give
Can you
my
give your
ratings?
ratings?
Let's do the ratings.
Sweet Magnolias. Banana Niller wafers. Hands down the number one by a long shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why are you laughing?
I'm
Like
laughing
this is
at
some big joke.
But he
All right.
actually, he
I'm
kind
laughing at your
he
presentation.
kind of called it like
All right.
first off.
Number 2. What's the maple one? Was that You Want a Piece of Me?
You want a piece of me?
You Want a Piece of Me, which was the shut up and stop commenting. Everybody had their moment on this camera.
Yeah,
you better
you're
give me
taking
my
yours.
Yeah, so shut your comments up. Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels and maple syrup barrels with maple syrup added and maple pecans, all that good stuff. This was so good. He shits on it, but don't listen to this guy. I almost like dumped beer, like shot the beer at him.
That would have been very rude.
All right, so here's where I have a problem. I wasn't a big fan of this like pina colada one. This Love at Midnight. The pina colada one was very lackluster, kind of meh. And then Liberty Stout Witch, which I had so much amazing hope for. This was the bourbon barrel imperial stout with marshmallows, vanilla beans, and peanut flour, but it tastes like something they already fucking have at half the price. I can go break out a PB and Thursday and get almost the exact same beer. I've had it plenty of times. I expect a wow factor, and if anybody from the brewery is watching, like, I expect something different. Like, add some other weird, wacky thing, but meh.
Last year's was better.
Everybody says that. That's all. Batch 1 was better, right? You know?
So I don't understand. You're ranking Love at Midnight 3rd, Liberty Stout Witch 4th?
No.
Flip 'em.
Swap them.
I don't think either of us, all three of us, liked Love at Midnight. I mean, it's a good
It's
beer.
disappointing.
It's a good beer, but when you're getting
Hold
out
on.
to this level-
Luke, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, my friend. If it's Luck or Lukey, you fucking tell me. But if it's Luke, he said, what are you guys drinking? Dude, we're drinking some stouts out of Southern California, out of Anaheim. We are drinking some Imperial Stout. So this is bourbon barrel-aged stout. And we're rocking some high ABVs, dude. So we're drinking 18%. We had a 19.1%. What the fuck?
18 and a half, I think, on that one.
18.5. And what's that, Zach?
18.1.
Wow.
Wait, Liberty Stout. Wait, which one was the high ABV?
Was Liberty Stout Witch at 19.1.
Okay.
There we go. Luke says, just poured myself some vodka. Yeah, buddy. That's what we want to hear.
Vodka.
We want people drinking with us. Pour a
Yep.
cocktail.
Yep.
a lot of people are at home. They're in quarantine or they can't go out. They're work from home. They're not going anywhere. We make this show to where you can drink.
Yeah.
Pretend you're at a fucking bar with us,
Please.
drinking beers.
Could have
please.
a vodka show.
We
I
could
don't
have a
know.
vodka show.
It's not aged in barrels.
Oh,
Listen, don't look at me like that.
Ooh.
All right, friends.
You okay? You want to order a pizza?
I'm gonna fucking you dumb assholes. Give me some of your water.
that's silk, that liquid silk.
That liquid silk.
Give me that liquid soap. Aquapana out of Italy. If you're watching the show, and I know you're not, we will sponsor, or if Nestle owns you, whatever it is.
I will send them.
Aquapana.
I will send them the email. How about
So, to end the show, as
No.
we bid you
Really
adieu-
quick. Seriously, everybody that's watching or has been watching, we are not monetized yet because we're nobodies.
Not yet.
that? Not close.
We have to have, and I'm going to tell everybody because a lot of content creators don't tell their audience what they need.
That's true.
We're going to tell you what we need because you guys are our lifeblood, right? We need a like, a subscribe, and if you are really like off the wall crazy, a share onto your feed.
Share is
Which
helpful.
nobody sees it, who cares?
and the bell.
But Google will not start throwing us some money until we meet this certain criteria, and it's stupid. It's like 4,000 viewing hours and like a 1,000 subscribers and
We're less
a
than
bunch of
300
likes.
subscribers away.
We're close. We're
So
very
share it
close.
out, man.
But and I don't want to take a lot of time out of the show to just waste your guys' time. Please, a like, a subscribe, and a share so we can start monetizing. Because here, let me tell you guys something. We're not using this money to go like buy shit for us. We're using this money to put back into the show.
Yep.
And we will buy
Lighting.
crazy
We'll buy lighting.
better cameras.
You can see in the background here, we have a floor lamp.
It's a $10 Walmart floor lamp.
We'd like some professional lighting.
Quite
That'd
a few.
be very
Yeah.
helpful.
A little bit
Listen,
of reflection in the
like
background.
we just need help. If you guys can help us get monetized, and I don't want to like turn this into some preaching hour. We will be able to buy shit to just make the show better.
Yeah, no, I mean we can buy the $200 whistle pigs. We can buy like the
Well,
$200
not only that, dude, it's the lighting and the
Come
better
on.
cameras.
Zachary.
Like,
Could you get the special item out of the fridge, please?
this is our next beer, though.
the CA.
I know. Can you open this beer? You have,
Yes.
and tell us all about it,
Is
please.
it the CA?
All right. Let me get to a little bit of the chat here. And sorry, we haven't gotten back to the chat. So give us 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here.
What we haven't acknowledged tonight is 2 birthdays. One to our dear friend Mike, whose birthday is today.
Happy birthday, Michael! If you're
Happy
watching the
birthday.
show, happy birthday, Michael!
And our second birthday is this man right here.
Hey!
Jimmy.
It's my birthday. It's not until October 20th.
It's okay. We're
It's
celebrating
your
today.
birthday.
But we're not going to have our next show. We're not going to have our next show
the 22nd.
till the 22nd. So we decided to celebrate my birthday on our show on the 15th. So,
Cut that.
Angie, thank you very much. Luke, hopefully you're going to stay and stick around and join us while we're going to keep on drinking.
We are going to keep on going, and you've got a special beer. So that's the show for the Black
Yeah,
Tuesday
so
box.
so right now we're gonna say cut, and we're gonna like cut that show out
But
because
first,
we
we got to say our normal sign off, which is
yes.
thank you all for being here.
But stick around for our live viewers. Stay,
We love you.
but we're gonna cut the show for post.
Like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, share us if you can.
Yes,
Share us to a friend. If all of you shared us to one friend,
person. We're not monetized yet. We don't make any money doing this, and we've been doing it for like 2 months.
super awesome.
Be well, drink well.
Be well, drink well.
Oh, yeah, you brought that up last week. You
That's
gotta
right.
drink well.
I'm surprised I remember that.
And then we're gonna have some almond chocolate silk caramel pie.
Woo!
Do we plan on just like putting our fucking hands in it and eating it?
This is your house. You're gonna have to tell us where to get all that.
I will get it. That means I have to fucking
You can
get
tell
up
us because you need to open this next beer.
Let's talk about the next beer.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Big deal.
Our next beer is a real big deal. So our friends out there from the East Coast, Trillium Brewing.
Oh, Trillium.
Shout out to our friends at Trillium.
Thank you, Trillium, for being you.
We have, what is this? This
Oh,
is
You know what this is.
Vanilla Truffle. It's an Imperial Stout that's coming in at 14.5%.
But this is not just vanilla truffle. This is vanilla truffle.
This is their variant of an Imperial Stout. This is barrel-aged vanilla truffle.
We wouldn't be allowed to have it unless it was.
Maybe Zach. Zach's really good about getting up to the camera.
Get us
And then I'll get us some plates.
And I can do some cutting. So we're in Barrel Buddies Extra right now. Welcome to Barrel Buddies Extra.
The
Where we're going to be
truffle.
doing vanilla truffle. The variant.
Bowls
The
of beer.
barrel-aged vanilla truffle.
We're getting
The
a bowl of
variant
beer.
offered by Trillium out of Boston, Massachusetts.
Barrel aged. Very nice.
So if you're in Boston, Mass, they got a couple locations. Hit up Trillium.
A caniff, please. Hit up Trillium. Because, A, they offer some of the greatest things out there. This particular Imperial Stout, so I've had vanilla truffle. I have had it. I have not had the barrel-aged vanilla truffle. So, A, vanilla truffle is probably one of the hardest Trillium beers to get. It's very popular amongst its faithful, and it's a tough one to get. But even tougher is the variant of the toughest Trillium beer to get, the barrel-aged. This is a beautiful Imperial Stout brewed with vanilla beans. And when we talk truffle, we're talking about the truffle candy, not the earthy black or white truffle. We're talking about the truffle candy. And this is the definitive pastry stout. Thank you.
Yes.
This is a fantastic pastry stout. Coming in at 14%. That is a fantastic Imperial Stout. Obviously not as big as some of these smaller bottles we've been drinking from the brewery. But this is going to be a kick you in the pants Imperial Stout. Going to the chat here. What booze would you pair with that beer?
With that cake or that beer?
Are we talking the Trillium or are we talking the Sweet Magnolias or any of the other four that we?
Wait, say it one more time. Read it one more time.
It says, "What booze would you pair with that beer?" Well, booze
Booze.
of
period.
all kinds. I would pair a whiskey with this, a bourbon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I would particularly pair a Weller. And a knife? Can I get a knife?
Why didn't you tell me?
I did.
Kick cutter.
A bourbon. You want to bring out that bourbon barrel flavor, that biff tannins, that oakiness. That I would pair particularly
Something
a
very banana.
Weller.
Like Jack Daniels is very banana.
A banana, yeah. Jack Daniels would be good
Jack
for
Daniels.
a Tennessee whiskey.
Jack Daniels single barrel.
I would say Weller Antique for any of the other items because it's sweet,
And beer.
caramely. Yeah.
I've never
I
paired
think
a
it'd
beer
go
with
well.
a whiskey.
So we just talked about what booze would you pair with that beer? What booze would you pair?
Ooh, yeah, I want some weeder. So I want
Weller.
a Weller. I want something weeded. Yeah, Antique 107 Weller, Weller Special Reserve, any of the Wellers. Is this a weeded Weller?
Any Weller will do.
Even Jack. If you want to, let's talk Jack Daniels.
Good Tennessee whiskey, all that
Single
banana.
barrel. And I'll even throw another one out there. Woodford Reserve Double Oaked,
I can
which
get
all
down
you
with
can
that.
probably easily get out there right now.
Costco.
Is so good. Woodford Reserve Double Oaked is super tasty.
That is a Costco. brand,
Especially for our friends out there that don't like Jack. So
which I get that. What else we got going on? Shots?
let's see here. Top Feed says they're on to the bourbon already. What are you drinking? Let us know what you're drinking.
Yeah.
And then Luke says Jack Daniels. Now you're talking.
Oh, okay. Luke.
So Luke, Jack Daniels single barrel.
Plus.
You got to look out for the single barrel. It's in a, what was it? It has writing where it says like the Rick House
Yeah.
and the location that it comes from.
It's very good. Watch our last show. Go check out our last show.
Yeah,
We
if
just
you
did that.
if you go back and watch our Saturday show, you'll see those details, and it's pretty awesome. So, BJ here is cutting us chunks of pie.
Emphasis on chunks. I know. I would have lost my fucking mind.
If you would have broken
I
the
know.
brewery glass,
I would have died a little. And then we would have gone down and got another one.
Top Feed says I've got an Immortal Spirit barrel aged bourbon 8-year. Wow.
I think that sounds amazing. Yeah, we talked about that. The Oregon Spirit.
So do we want to pour the beer as we?
Yeah, I
eat
asked
a
you
piece
to
of
open
pie?
this. I want you to open it. This is
Oh.
you do the honors.
Can I have my glass?
This one?
Yeah, that's mine.
This is mine.
And then we are opening from Trillium, and I'm sorry because you're not going to see a lot of that.
Go.
It's
Vanilla truffle.
Barrel aged vanilla truffle, and it was brewed on 6/20/2019.
So a little over a year old.
It's a little over a year old.
Year and 3 months. No carb. No carb. Which means no carbonation. We're not getting a lot of head.
Yeah. You crazy cake boy, that one.
What's he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
He left?
Maybe he left. All right, there we go.
Okay, that's plenty.
So I poured. I poured quite a bit. There we go. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers to our friends out there. Cheers.
Ooh, lot of goodness.
Barn Door says the Jack Daniels single barrel proof is really good. I'm not a fan of Jack Daniels. You're absolutely right. So not only like I said the same thing because I'm not a fan of just Black Label Jack Daniels. Wow. I will drink it with Diet Coke or regular Coke or whatever, or Jack and Ginger or whatever.
Wow.
But I agree, dude. The single barrel is top notch, and if you can find it, the Heritage barrel,
amazing.
It's a blue label.
Blue label
is money. It's so good, and people knock Jack all the time, but don't knock Jack. Like,
no, they've been around and they're popular for a reason.
They are popular for a reason. Like, even though it's your granddad's whiskey,
it's good.
Or bourbon, it is good.
Speaking of good, try this beer. I mean, I know you've had this before, but this, ooh, it's like candy. It's like candy. I mean, when they say
think about this, like
truffles,
think of like
chocolate.
Hold on, you're at a mall and you walk by Godiva, or See's candy, See's. And like the old grandma is handing out the little chocolate truffle. Take a fucking box of those, throw them in a blender.
Zach is locked out.
No, he's not.
No, he is.
Son of a bitch.
He's locked out.
Zach, I don't know, for some reason went outside.
Extra.
I'm glad we already cut the show.
Yeah.
So, okay, back to my description. Oh man, this truffle is ridiculous. This truffle is amazing. Yeah, fuck ass Zach. What is fuck ass Zach doing out there?
The door locked behind me.
No, why were you even up there? Oh.
Fuck ass Zach. We're live, yeah, dude.
I poured you some pie.
Yeah, and we poured you some
birthday pie.
truffle trillium.
Thank you. All right.
All right, go into the chat here.
Quite excited.
Top Feed says, I've had Jack Daniels and Gentleman Jack, but never a drop of Jack, anything else. So I'm going to say, go try two things. Number one, single barrel Jack, where on the label, I mean the the top that's up here, it says the Rick House and the barrel that it came from. And it usually comes with like a medallion if it's like a store pick of where it's from. And that single barrel Jack is so good. If you watch our last show about Jack Daniels, you'll be blown away.
It's amazing.
Number 2, Heritage Barrel.
Blue label.
Very hard to find. It's a blue label. Jack Daniels.
Very good.
It is magical. I can't even really add anything else to it. It's so good. Luke asks, guys, did you ever drink Basil Hayden's Dark Rye?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I haven't had it yet.
yeah.
I haven't had it, but these guys had. So why don't you comment?
Wait. The dark rye. No, you know what? I've only had the regular Basil Hayden's bourbon.
I've had the
I'm
dark
sorry.
rye. It's amazing.
All right.
I like rye.
Is it Basil Hayden's very spicy or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very spicy. It's extraordinarily bold. But one of the things I like about Basil Hayden's is that it is kind of sweet. Their mash bill is very sweet.
Yeah.
And so you get that sweet and spicy. And then if you can get it in a variant where it's rum barrel aged, or I think the one I had was rum barrel aged, sherry, whatever it is, that really does also affect the flavor. The rum was great because I think rum is already a very hot liquor. And so you have that hot, spicy, deep, rich, sweet Basil Hayden's. I thought it was great. I liked it a lot. I've got a bottle of port at home. Basil Hayden's aged in a port barrel.
Dark Basil Hayden's. Basil Hayden's you know what? We need to have a Basil Hayden show because that was one of my very first bourbons that I really appreciated neat.
That is the Wild Bill Hickok bourbon.
I did not know that.
That was his bourbon of choice.
Wow. That was interesting. I'm a really big fan of Basil Hayden's.
That was his.
I didn't know much about it. I had a buddy, Art, actually.
Hey, Art.
Yeah, Art actually suggested that to me and said, "Hey, try this out. You're gonna like it. I think you're gonna really like it." And yeah, we should have a Basil Hayden show.
I agree.
Top feed, best deal at Costco, Lagavulin, Oban 14. Let me tell you something. Best deal at Costco right now, there's a 20-year,
Oh, yeah.
at least here in Vegas.
That looks interesting.
There's
Yeah.
a 20-year Kirkland sherry cask whiskey,
Scotch.
Scotch, for $69.
20-year.
A 20-year.
And don't let the label fool you.
Don't let the label fool
Kirkland
you
goes after the
because
Yeah, because Kirkland,
I scooped it up a couple days ago because it's like a 20-year for $69.99.
Come on.
Why not? Why not? Because I've had their 20. So let me say this: like 6 months ago, they had that red label. It was a 22-year sherry cask for the same price. Why would I pass it up?
and that might be a major brand, major label in disguise.
Dude, it could be Macallan, it could be Kavalan, it could be anything.
I mean,
the
like,
original malts.
Alexander Murray signed some NDA with every distillery, but they do normally give hints as to what it could be. So
Sounds like a show.
There-
what's the hint on this one?
there's a picture of a particular bridge in Scotland on the bottle
Oh,
where they say it could be some random distillery, but who
Dewars.
knows? Dewars. Fuck you, Dewars. Cuddy Sark. It was a big ship. It was a ship of Cuddy Sarks.
give me some Cuddy.
No,
I love the Cuddy.
No, nobody drinks Cuddy.
No, Cuddy and Coke is good.
Get out of here with your Cuddy.
I mean, like, even if it was a Dewar's, a 20-year-old Dewar's, I mean,
I wouldn't drink it. Get out
of
of
course
here.
you would.
Yeah, you would.
Of course.
You were at the liquor
on.
store.
You would because you bought it already.
You contemplated that Dewar's. That 20-year-old Dewar's.
I would contemplate 20-year-old beer.
What about Ryan? Is Ryan subscribed to this, or does he know how the internet works? No.
Our friend Ryan doesn't know about the internet.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have his own computer at home.
He's our age, and he doesn't know how the internet works.
I don't think he likes the internet.
No.
Not a
Poor
poor
guy.
But he was a big Dewar's fan. Big
Oh.
Dewar's drinker.
And Cuddy
Lagavulin.
Sark. And Cuddy Sark.
And Lagavulin, actually.
Yeah.
He enjoyed Lagavulin, so he's got the same taste as you.
Yeah, I know. I think BJ and Ryan have like the same tastes.
Let me ask you this. Have you had... I was walking through TW the other day, right? Looking at some of the Scotch whiskeys and everything. I ran across Lagavulin, thought of you. And I thought, okay, the Nick Offerman
The
Lagavulin.
14-year.
Is it amazing, or do you think it might be amazing, or do you think it's just like a publicity
It's a
thing?
publicity thing.
Okay.
So I'm telling you, there's something about the Nick Offerman 14-year. And Nick, I'm sorry. I appreciate that you have your name on something that I love. And probably
not
something
good.
that you love.
It's not
But
good.
I think it's a publicity stunt. I think that there's a lot of better things. I'm going to tell you right now, Lagavulin 16, hands down, one of the greatest scotches you can drink of its style. And I'm sorry, I don't know the style. I don't know enough about Scotch, or enough as I should. But that Lagavulin 16, that we got asked last week, if you got stuck to one whiskey that you could drink for the rest of your life, I picked Lagavulin 16 because to me that is a special, very distinguished, very discernible whiskey. And I stand by that.
So the first time that I had Lagavulin, I didn't really understand whiskey. I'll be honest with you.
I think you appreciate it a lot more today.
And even if it was on the rocks, or even if it was neat, right?
Okay.
I think I could taste that in a different light now than I did, I don't even know, 12 years ago. I'm sure, like, when I thought of whiskey 12 years ago, I thought, okay, you want to do a Three Wise Men? That's whiskey. Boom. Shoot it, get fucked up.
Gross.
Yeah, and I mean, now, like that we're doing the show and everything, now that we're appreciating bourbon,
So
I think it would taste a lot.
Hold on, no. Top Feed agrees with you, BJ, and says Macallan 16 agreed. Truth.
Yeah, Macallan 16 is good. Macallan 18 is good, but it's overpriced. Basically, anything Macallan is overpriced, in my opinion. Overhyped, overpriced. It's not a bad product. It's a very good product. But it's been overhyped. And that's unfortunate for those of us that do like that. I think that any of the Macallan products are stellar. They're spectacular. They're great. But they have been overhyped, overpriced. And I am not paying $250 for a 16. It's stupid.
You know, so Mac 18, I remember when it was like $1.50 a bottle.
Yeah, and that's okay. 18
No.
years. 18 years. You're paying for the time on the Rick.
I mean, what's
I'm cool with that.
I mean, what is it now?
I was just going to look it up at Total Wine.
$250. Just because of the whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey Hype has got it.
So I mean, what's going to come next? Is it going to be rum? Is it going to be some
No, we're going to stick
weird
with
thing
whiskey.
afterwards?
We're going to stick with whiskey.
No, I mean like the world. Like we will.
No, the world will stick with whiskey.
Think so? Okay.
Cabernet Sauvignon, whiskey. Those are the two things.
Yeah.
There might be some hypey stuff in there, but it'll be very short-lived. The two things that you can constantly come back to
PBR.
is Cabernet Sauvignon.
$300.
Woo! Double.
Stupid.
Wow.
And it's not worth $300.
PBR was very, very popular. I mean,
we can find very good options. Yeah, I mean, $2.99, that's stupid.
Stupid.
insane.
We can find very good options, things that are right there or better
Yeah,
for
friends.
$50, $60, $70.
Friends, follow our channel.
Please, you'll learn something.
Look, I pulled it up right fucking here.
$300.
Yeah,
This
and
is
don't-
this is Total Wine. This is a local place in town.
Ugh.
Yeah, and don't buy these things secondary market.
This is an 18.
Ever.
This
Yeah,
is an 18-year-old Scotch at $2.99, and we're here to
What's the
recommend
12?
you.
What's 12 running right now?
Wow, I don't know because I gotta look it up. So, hold on.
Yeah, it's good, but it's not that good. It's hypey. It's a name you remember, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want? I want a Coke. Oh, you mean a cola?
Yeah.
I want a Scotch. Oh, you mean a Macallan?
Trying to think of what else was very hypey. Whiskey's very hypey. I don't know why.
It can
Just
be.
is.
Pendleton. I'm gonna call it right now. Pendleton. That's not bad.
Macallan 12.75 at Total Wine.
That's not bad.
I'll buy that. But I've seen that at Costco though for
Yeah, like
60
50,
bucks, yeah.
60. Well, now you know the margins, Zach.
I would say something very hypey. I'm sorry. What did I just say?
something very hypey.
I know. I don't remember.
We're
You were
talking-
asking. You were asking about other hypey.
Oh yeah. What? I mean, like other hypey products, other hypey whiskeys.
So right now, Mac 12 is like 70.
which is actually kind of hypey.
But you got to remember, so
Take 20 off that.
we
I buy it for 50.
we do have an embargo, sort of like a Scotch tax right now, which is an
Yeah.
extra 20 to 30%. Which, if you guys have noticed, all prices have gone up across the board for most
Yes.
alcohol that's imported.
Blanton's is $70.
Oh, dude, I was at TW the other day. Hibiki. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. $85.
Oh.
$85. So I want to say maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, Hibiki 60. And then it went up to 70.
Hold on. Barn Door in the chat says hyped whiskey, and he says hyped whiskey, Weller 12, Old Forester birthday bourbon,
Oh.
and all of the Van Winkles. Dude,
Oh, absolutely.
The Van Winkles I'll agree with. I've never had them.
no, stop.
I've never had them, but I would say the price, it's one of those things that everybody knows.
Listen. Hold on, Barn Door. At retail, if you can get the Pappy Rye, the Old Forester birthday bourbon at retail, I think they're good, dude. But I agree with you with everything else. So like the Rip Van Winkle 10, the 12 is garbage. But the rye and then the 20, what is it, 23 is solid. The birthday bourbon, Old Forester birthday bourbon, is so good. It's like a fucking liquid chocolate cake bourbon. It's so tasty.
I've never had Old Forester.
I have either.
Very interested.
We will have to break
Because
open.
I have one. I have a store pick from what is it? Liquor Outlet,
Yeah.
I believe.
But I will agree with him. So like old Rip Van Winkle 10, not that good. Weller 12, I might fight you a little bit because
Is that the
Weller,
Black Label?
yeah, but that's based on availability. So
Yeah, I'm going to agree.
personally, I can get a decent amount of Weller 12.
I agree with you.
yeah.
I don't think Weller 12 is that hypey.
Yeah.
Think I think it's worth the search, worth the go out there and hunt. I think Weller 12.
Hold on.
$60-$70 for Weller 12 is fine.
But just to pivot a little bit, Luke says Glenlivet 18 better choice than Macallan. Dude, hands down, you're right.
Easy.
Dude, Glenlivet 18 is super tasty and super underrated.
We've got to do some scotches on this.
Yeah, we do.
have not had a Scotch yet.
We haven't had a
We're
scotch.
going to scotch it up.
When I get the bar set up, we'll do some scotch nights.
That'll be nice. So, can I propose a few things?
Mm-hmm.
So, next week, we have Gregory Manarino.
Greg Manarino.
Whoa! Shout out to the Lions. If
The
you
Lions.
follow Greg, man, don't say Gregory. They're like all official.
Greg Manarino.
Sir
Greg
Gregory
Robin Hood of Wall
Manarino.
Street.
Hold on.
Hello.
That guy.
So hold on, for our friends out there that are followers of Greg Manarino, the Robin Hood of Wall Street, next Thursday, our show, we're having
taking
him.
over.
Yeah.
The Lions. Shout out to the Lions out there.
To the Lions.
Rawr, rawr, rawr.
Roar.
Are we having the show here, or we'd have a remote show?
Here.
It's coming here.
Yeah.
Very good.
Big BFD, big fucking deal.
The last time we had so many sound issues. That room was huge. We're gonna
Listen, I will commit to our friends in the audience right now. I will have my bar set up by then.
Well, you don't have to. I'm just saying. Greg is bringing something on the 22nd. What I would like to present.
Yes.
is I'd like to bring a lot.
Hold on. Barnder says I'm on the East Coast. Weller 12 is $150 in the store, buddy. That sounds steep for price.
That's
But
double.
you come out to Nevada and California, you're paying $300. That's double.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Secondary is double out here.
Secondary is double. Retail is not.
Yeah.
I will buy.
If you
No,
can
hold
find
on.
retail.
I will buy Weller 12s from you at $150
Let's
all day
talk.
long. Let's
DM
talk.
us.
DM us.
Send something private in the
He's
chat
like-
here.
Yeah, and if whatever you need, buddy, we're gonna have a little chat.
So we got Manarino on the 22nd.
All right, so let's talk our next shows. Manarino.
which we don't know what he's bringing. He picked
Yeah,
something
no.
special.
Manarino, guys, any Lions following us, any Manarino fans, Greg said, and to even our friends that don't follow Greg Manarino,
You should.
the Robin Hood of Wall Street, he does shows every day.
Day trader.
Manarino said, "Oh, hey, I spent like another $200 on some random whiskey." For those guys that remember our
So
last
it is
show with
whiskey, this
Greg,
next one. Okay.
for those that remember our last show with Greg, he bought the Whistle Pig 15.
Blue label.
That's a
The
great,
blue
great,
label.
Great whiskey.
And it blew our minds, and
Yeah.
we're just like, "What are we drinking?"
Yeah,
And then
big
he
deal.
said, "I brought something just as good," is what he said.
Nice.
And Greg always steps it up. And
Oh yeah. Thank
yeah.
you, Greg. Shout out to Greg.
Shout out,
How about-
cheers to
Greg.
the Wolf of Wall Street,
I drank all of mine.
the Robin Hood of Wall Street.
Off the whole thing.
So I'm saying on the 29th, we do a Halloween show.
Oh,
We should dress up. We should. We should dress up. And I would like to bring
Okay.
a Lagavulin 16.
let's do a Scotch night on Halloween.
I'd like to bring Lagavulin.
Okay,
I'd like us to all try it, revisit it.
yeah,
Yeah, because like
I'm fine with that.
yeah, like we were talking earlier. I mean, it's gonna taste different. It's gonna
Yeah.
taste maybe a little odd, maybe a little better,
Maybe a little queer.
maybe a little queer. Who knows?
Yeah.
Never mind.
It'll be delicious.
It'll
Hold
it'll be
on.
good.
In the
BJ
chat,
likes it. You know what?
BJ.
I think
My
I'll like it.
favorite.
Luke is asking, "How did you meet Greg?" Oh,
Well, Luke, I'm sure you know how I know Greg. It's controversial if you follow Greg.
there you go. Kind of a
Let's just say
weird cryptic answer.
Greg and
but
I are brothers.
there you go. Greg and this guy is brothers. Petamon, it is my birthday. Petamon,
Petermon.
Mr. James. Actually, my birthday is on the 20th,
His.
But happy birthday today to Petermon.
but our next show isn't until the 22nd, so we decided to have my birthday
gonna
show
say.
now.
It's not Katie's birthday. I feel like I know I don't know it.
Thank
I don't
you,
know.
Petamon. Thank you very much, because nobody else. You're the first person to say
No,
that to
no,
me
she's not.
all day today. No, don't
She's
listen.
not.
This guy is a
She's
lying sack
not.
of shit. You're the first person
Go
to
back in the
say
chat.
happy birthday. No. Nobody else has said it.
Oh my god. All right, so a little Lagavulin on the 29th.
Yep.
Greg Manarino on the 22nd. So that gives you plenty of time, fellow barrel buds,
Yep.
to get out there and pick
Thank
yourself
you.
up a bottle
Thank you very much.
of Lagavulin 16. And I'm going to tell you right now, go to Costco and get the bottle.
Stop. A lot of our friends can't go to Costco, so go to your liquor store, your local wherever.
Yeah.
Pick one up.
Your Total Wine, your Winco, your.
I think,
fucking-
well, you're not going to get Lagavulin 16 at Winco. But we're
Go to your local liquor store that's
Yeah.
not a 7-Eleven and find some Lagavulin 16.
They don't sell Lagavulin
Hold on,
at
hold on.
7-Eleven?
Let me
And
throw this
have
out there.
it with us.
Just stop. A peated whiskey. I know a lot of our friends are like new to the scene. Go to your liquor store. Tell that rando clerk, I'm looking for a peated whiskey. What do you recommend? And go grab something. Just go grab something.
But try and get a Lagavulin 16.
And now stop. Like, get whatever you want because we'll talk about it during the show.
But if you
And-
have that, nobody's going to be sad.
Do they have different versions of Lagavulin 16?
Dude, there's
What do you
Lagavulin 10, there's Lagavulin 12, there's 16,
16.
there's...
Okay, so if there's different...
Get old enough to drive.
I'm going to tell you right now, I hate with a passion peated whiskey.
You think you do. But I guarantee you I can change your mind.
Tastes like smoke.
I'm so
It
mad.
shouldn't
I'm
just taste like
so...
smoke.
I'm
But
so,
yeah, I mean,
I'm
that,
so
that was
tilted
that,
right
so
now.
that was my last experience with it.
This is
But
the
I'm
problem.
excited for the next one though.
So many people drink a peated whiskey, a scotch, and all they think is, oh, it tastes like campfire. which is true of some really poor peated whiskeys. But I'm telling you, peat is peat moss. They dig it out of a peat bog. It should not be just the smoke and the fire. It should be funk and earthiness. It needs to be part of that.
Hey, Safia. I'm just gonna call you Safi because I really
I
don't
think
know
it's
how to say your name.
Sophia.
What up, Safi?
Hey, Safi.
Sophia.
Safi asks, "Hey, is Johnny Walker worth the hype? Like, if I go out with people, do I look like a noob?"
Oh, is this like the...
That depends.
Hold on. I'm gonna say, just everybody can have a fucking chance to
Okay.
say, Safi, listen, absolutely not. I think if you go anywhere and they're like, "Oh, you ordered a Johnny," don't get me wrong. Guys usually judge women on what they order.
Yeah.
If you go in there and say, "I want a Johnny and Coke," or like a Johnny and Diet, I actually think that's kind of classy.
I agree.
I'm kind of okay with that. BJ, what do you got on the Johnny story?
If you order Johnny Blue, overhyped.
No, but Johnny Blue is super overhyped, and that's a different category.
She's asking about Johnny. So I'm going to address all four colors really quick.
All right. And you're going to miss one. I know you will.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yep.
Johnny Blue,
Yep.
overhyped, overrated.
Super.
It's
It's
a
like
blend.
3 times the price. So stop with that bullshit.
What
And
is
it's
for
not
like
worth
what?
anything. They try to make it so smooth that it has no flavor. It has no complexity. It has no effect. It's just, hey, I have enough money that I can afford it.
Wrong. Johnny Blue is okay. Don't listen to this guy. Johnny Blue is adequate, but it's
Not
not
worth the
worth.
So
the
what are the
price.
levels of Johnny Walker?
Johnny Walker
red,
black,
red,
Green,
green,
red, gold,
gold,
blue.
blue. All right.
In my opinion.
So if I were to get a
Order a Johnny Green and you're probably going to get turned down. And somebody's going to go, we don't have it. But it's going to make you seem like you know your shit, whether you're a new
It's
or
true.
not.
That's true.
Order
That's
a
true.
green. And if they pour you a green, you're not going to be sad.
Yeah.
The green is great.
It is.
Red is better, in my opinion. It's a little more complex. It's a little more smooth. It's distilled a little differently. But listen, any Johnny's
got to be a
is gonna
mixer.
be good.
And it's got to
But
be
it's a mixer. Yeah, you don't drink that
Oh,
alone.
you know what? So James, I remember years
Mine
and
is
years
blue.
ago, we actually went to a Johnny tasting.
We did at Morton's.
And-
We went
and so
to a
that-
Johnny.
Yeah, and I'm remembering this like
Yeah.
Johnny Green, yes. And I don't. All 5 of them were there. If I remember.
So
right.
just to jump in real quick, Barn Door says Johnny Walker is a good mixer, but not a fan of it neat. I
Agreed.
completely
Okay.
agree.
Is it like
so-
like Jack Daniels?
Yeah,
Like number
it's
7?
like, yeah. I mean, I would say at a minimum, Johnny 18 or Johnny Blue or above is what I would drink solo. And everything else is
So it's a
blended,
mixer.
blended
so what-
shit.
what's a
Blended mixing shit.
So what's the retail Johnny Blue?
Johnny Blue, yeah.
150.
150 a bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on where you are in the United States, but about $150.
Listen, if you're looking for a scotch and you're looking for a smooth, but you want that peaty action, check out and see if they've got Oban. I think Oban is an excellent
about 12 or
choice.
14.
I think the Glenmorangie is an excellent choice.
Glenmorangie is a great choice.
Any of the ages. It's very approachable. But I would definitely lean towards either of those two. The Dalwhinnie.
Oban 14 is fantastic.
Agreed. Any Oban product, that's a traditional malt.
Luke says in the chat, have a Johnny Walker Gold, have not tasted it yet. Buddy, crack that open.
Yeah, don't let that sit.
Watch our last show. We had a Gold. We cracked open in our first 2 minutes of that show. We cracked open a Johnny Walker Gold, and it was magical.
It was okay. It wasn't a Johnny Walker Gold. It was a Jack Daniels Gold.
Sorry.
It was Jack 27.
You're right. It was a Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Sorry, Luke. Hopefully,
Luke-
maybe you're wrong because
Don't be
Johnny
a
Walker. Is there a Johnny Walker Gold?
You just talked about it. Yes.
There is.
Don't be a tater. Don't let that sit on a shelf.
Yeah, drink it.
Drink it. You bought it to drink it, right? You bought it for a status symbol. Drink it. That's the status symbol. Having it sit at home is not the status symbol.
Yeah.
Going to work and saying, well, last night I had a Johnny Walker Gold to unwind is a status symbol.
Right.
Drink it.
Safi says, so was the Jack Daniels magical?
I didn't think the Jack Daniel Gold was magical.
I didn't think the
was not
gold
thinking-
was, but the single barrel was definitely
I drink
magical.
original Jack over gold any day. And that's not to crap on the gift. It was a really nice gift.
Yeah.
It's got a high price point. It's got a high value.
Yeah.
I mean, to the store. But to me, I don't think it was that magical. I don't think it was that good.
Yeah.
I like Jack Daniel Rye.
Oh.
I like original Jack.
Yeah.
But then I like Jack Daniel's Gentleman Jack.
Gentleman Jack fan.
I like Gentleman Jack.
Okay.
But if you're not going to drink Gentleman Jack, drink the single barrel. Drink the single barrel select.
Yep.
Drink the heritage barrel.
If you can find Heritage Barrel.
And drink the rye. I like the rye a lot. But yeah, the gold. So there's two Jack items out there I'm going to tell you is overhyped. Number one is the Sinatra Jack. It's overhyped.
Sinatra, two fingers.
But it's got the Sinatra name on it, so it's obviously got a high.
But you gotta remember, Sinatra didn't like coordinate any
No.
fucking thing with Jack. All Sinatra always ordered, you guys gotta remember
blackjack.
this. He ordered Jack Daniels, two fingers of Jack.
Yeah.
He never ordered some special Jack. He never coordinated anything with Jack Daniels to get some collaboration. When Frank Sinatra was here in Vegas, he would say, 2 fingers of Jack and water is all he would order. So even though they make a Frank Sinatra Jack, he had nothing to do with it.
No. Yeah, and Jack and Soda is a solid pick.
Yeah.
Of all time. So Jack and Soda.
Yeah.
Soda water, not lemonade or 7-Up.
So we're at the 8:30 hour. Let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight, the Barrel Buddies.
We love you.
We appreciate you. Again, we fucked around a little bit earlier. The likes, the subscribes, and the shares. We're not at monetization yet, and we're going to tell you when we are. Help us, because once we do
love it.
get there, we can start buying shit with Google money.
Yeah.
And that's what you guys want, and that's what we want.
What we want.
Thank you. So just start doing that, please.
Yeah.
If you just have a click. All you got to do is click. We love you guys. Just click.
Click, share.
As
Please.
BJ mentioned earlier, we have some crazy shows coming up next Thursday. We got the Robin Hood of Wall Street,
Yep.
Greg Manarino.
That's him.
We got Antics to no other level.
Oh,
going on.
and Greg will get some antics going.
Greg and his
Always.
Hellcat will just zip up to
The Sin Kitty.
the Sin Kitty will just zip up to my front drive and bring some $200 to $300 bottle of whiskey and be like,
gonna be
"Hey guys, I just found this at the store randomly. Let's drink it." And we're just like, "What the fuck?"
Greg said that he spent an hour and a half talking to somebody and perusing the shelves to pick this. So this was a very
All right,
thoughtful
so we love you too. Sadi said we love you. Luke says great show.
Thank
you,
you, guys.
Luke. Thank you, Sadi. We appreciate you guys.
Tune in
Please,
next week.
please join us next week and drink. Have a cocktail with us. I know you may be in different time zones, but join us. Barn Door says good stream, gents.
7
Have a
p.m.
good evening. Thank you, Barn Door. Join us next Thursday.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
7
We-
p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m.
Eastern, and then
Cheers to
whatever
all of you.
and whatever
Whatever in
random
between.
hold on. Whatever random time zone you're in, if you're not even here in the United States, you can get a cocktail. Pour it and join us. And even if it's a water, we don't care. Just
5
watch the
o'clock
show.
somewhere.
Because we appreciate all of you.
Bloody Marys for breakfast. all
Bloody
day.
Marys for breakfast, especially when you all come out here to Vegas.
Come on.
We're all about Bloody Marys for breakfast.
If you're going to be in Vegas, let us know.
Yeah, if you're in Vegas, let us know.
We'll come out. We'll meet you.
We'll hang out.
Dude, cake
You
and
bring,
egg.
yeah, we're gonna do cake and egg.
Egg!
You bring a bottle
High five
from wherever
on
you're
cake
at.
and
We'll
egg.
meet you in Vegas. We'll hang out and we'll have a good time. Everybody, have a great night. We're the Barrel Buddies.
Barrel
I'm
Buddies.
James.
I'm Bojangles.
And I am Zach.
Have a great night.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah.